All right, I've been waiting to do this one for a while, and I felt like there were a couple of games I could have done of Edgerrin Cooper earlier in the season. But watching him on Saturday against South Carolina, I felt like, man, this is it. This is the one right here. This is a game in which he did a little bit of everything, honestly. He ended up with 7 tackles, 2 TFLs, a sack, a pass breakup, 4 quarterback hurries, and he forced a fumble. So we're going to dive into Edgerrin Cooper. And one of the reasons I decided to do him is I've been trying to figure out kind of my Harris 100 rankings and where I want everybody to fit. And I realized, man, I think I'm looking at linebacker 1. Well, let's take a look at him and see what you think. And obviously, you don't have to make a decision today about it, but just know that Edgerrin Cooper has been all kinds of fabulous. And it starts right here. He's right here at this linebacker spot. And South Carolina is going to run motion here. They're going to split zone. So they're going to bring this motion guy in, kick out here, and run zone to the left. So he's going to follow, and then he's going to cut back behind the guy trying to kick out his defensive end here. Cooper's run fit, he doesn't get too impatient, yet he approaches it properly. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So let's get the motion in. Okay, he's going to kick out that defensive end right there, number 4, as best he can. He kind of goes low on him, but whatever. We can talk about that later on. And so what I like about Cooper is he doesn't get into a gap that's already filled. So McKinley's going to slide into the play side A, and then York is going to step into the backside A. So what that does is Cooper now needs to have eyes back over here on the backside B. Okay, so he's got to play both. Now, he's got some help here on the front side, which he knows. But if you watch him, he kind of stays patient and he lets the play come back to him. So he slides back in. Now he's like, wait a second, man, I might have to get over the top. So he starts to slide back in, but then as he does, he sees the running back cut back. He stops, resets his feet, and then ends up making a good solid form tackle. I mean, the patience that he shows in his run fit. About to go there, nope. Going to slide back in where there's a big seam, square him up, boom. Good contact, the line of scrimmage, wrap him up. He's going to get a stuff. Doesn't get a TFL, I don't think, on that one. He's going to get a stuff, though, a stuff being 2 yards or less. He's going to get one there because of how he fit. He looked at and observed everything in front of him and realized this is where I need to be. I need to be in backside B. I mean, this could be a play. If he gets too anxious and fits over here, well, he's already got help over here. If he gets too far over there, that running back cuts that back, and now he's got a big running lane. That's a mistake a lot of stack backers make. He doesn't. He fits himself back in, stays tight to 62, and then makes a good, solid form tackle. One area in which I think Edgerrin's improved from 2022 to 2023 is coverage recognition. And this is a great example of that. Now, I'm not exactly sure how A&M is playing this coverage. There are a number of ways you could probably do this. They're going to bring Knox in motion here. So it's going to create kind of a pseudo bunch with the running back and these 2 guys. That's kind of how a lot of teams or defenses might treat this once we see him go in motion. So let's let him go in motion, all right? And now they're going to kind of play with the reads over here, depending on how they're matching this up. Now, I don't know if they're going to lock the point, safety or corner get over the top with number 1 and an edge on the running back. I'm not totally sure how they're doing this, but it's pretty clear that Edgerrin's locked in and doesn't get caught right here on this pick route, which is great. He doesn't get caught on the pick route because they're going to try and hit that running back in the flat. Look, it's second and 9. Cooper's just made the tackle, and now they're going to try and stretch him. So he ends up being the overhang, and he is going to take this running back out of the backfield. And so South Carolina is not going to pick on him. They get it to them in the flat pretty quickly, but I want you to watch Cooper close. Look at how fast he closes. You have to watch this in full motion. Watch how fast he closes. So let's go back here, and let's take a look. Man, that's just a strike. Watch how fast he closes from right there to right there. I mean, that is just impressive how fast. He goes 5 yards in a blink, covers in about 2 steps. And if you've got linebackers that A, are not getting caught up on a pick, and then B, are making hits at the line of scrimmage on a flat route to a running back, I mean, come on now. This is excellent. I mean, this is absolutely excellent stuff from Edgerrin Cooper. And dropping the hammer. It's pretty clear that Cooper's best assets, speed, explosiveness, but because of that speed and explosiveness, in this A&M defense, it allows him to do a number of different things and allows DJ Durkin to do some things that you'd like to be able to do, but sometimes you can't do it because you don't have that guy. This is a great example of that. A&M's going to rush 4 in this particular play. Now, A&M's front's pretty good. Let's be honest about that. They're going to rush 4. But some teams might rush 5 because they might rush that linebacker. But A&M doesn't because of Cooper. What they're able to do is actually spy him. And so here's Spencer Rattler. He can move okay. He doesn't, he's not Caleb Williams. He's not, he's not Lamar Jackson. But he can move a little bit. But they send 4 and they allow Cooper to just spy. Wherever he goes, he's your guy. So Spencer Rattler, they're going to run a play here. This is a design rollout. So they're going to look here, nothing. And if they don't get that, he's going to immediately get out of dodge. That's a problem against A&M and Cooper because as soon as Rattler takes off, watch Cooper meet him at the point of this throw. This is, about 25 yards he's got to run. Watch Cooper close on Spencer. I mean, even in as fast as slow motion as I can do it, look how fast and how quickly he's closing now. It's a great catch and a great throw. But for Edgerrin Cooper, I think you put it on the resume tape because look at that distance he's got to cover. And look how quickly he gets there. But having the opportunity, he doesn't eventually make this a hurried throw, but rather does have to throw it at a particular time or Cooper is going to eat him up. So having a guy with this explosiveness and speed where you can spy him instead of having to blitz him is just another feather in the cap. Edgerrin Cooper. I mean, watch this. Wham. Great catch, though. Man, unbelievable catch by the freshman, Nick Harbor. But we're not worried about that. We're looking at Edgerrin Cooper. Linebacker 1, boy, I get closer and closer to saying that's the truth. Now, I really like what A&M's defense has been able to do this year. They're showing some different fronts and different things. They're typically got a 4-man surface, but they can go to a 3-man surface as they do right here. When that happens, Cooper ends up being an overhang player right here. Now, that's a completely different role than you're playing right here as a stack backer and basically over the guards in an odd front. So you slide out here and you're kind of a pseudo 3-4 outside linebacker here. And what I love is he takes his stack linebacker instincts and applies them here. And here's what I'm talking about. South Carolina is going to run this outside, again, split zone. So they've got this zone play, and they're going to bring back the tight end to split over here and zone block this way. But A&M sets a really solid edge, and you can see up front they're winning these blocks right here. They're resetting the line of scrimmage, basically at the line of scrimmage. They're not getting knocked off, okay? So as that's the case and they stretch this zone blocking, the running back sees that. He's like, I got to cut this back. There ain't nothing there. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to cut back. What I love about Cooper here is this edge really is already set by number 4 right there on the outside. So Cooper falls back in to help where it looks like there might be a void in the run fit because you got a linebacker taking on the center there. There looks to be a little void, but he's reading this on the run because essentially he's swapping, he's gap exchanging with his defensive end there. So he slides back in to become the run fitter in the B gap, and he's going to end up helping on this tackle right there. Good strike right there. Nobody can get to him, but he reads this properly. He doesn't just stay outside and then on his block. He reads this and said, hey, look, this guy is now taking the contain. I'm going to slide inside. I feel pretty good about that, using your instincts and your smarts. And then he's going to help on this tackle. Good shuffle, strike, fit, wrap up. Again, Edgerrin Cooper doing smart things on a football field. And this time he's doing it from an overhang position where he ends up making a play on a split zone. This is excellent stuff here, right? Slide, shuffle, bang. Good job, Edgerrin Cooper. Now, it's not often that I will look at a 3rd and 22 play, but I did here because of what Cooper does on this screen. 3rd 22 backed up. I mean, odds are it's going to end up being a screen, hitch screen, now screen, tunnel screen, slip screen. Well, South Carolina is going to run a little slip screen. They're going to slip the back right out here. Got a few blockers out in front, just trying to give their punter some room here. Here's Cooper. So he recognizes the screen. You can see it right there. He recognizes it. Look, he's already flying up. Look, his recognition of the screen is pretty absurd how early he recognizes this. But watch that back foot. He realizes, nope, screen, because he sees these guys, these offensive linemen with eyes for him. So first guy, he's going to run past the wide receiver. Legette's not going to have a chance. Now, he's got the guard right here, and he's going to rip underneath the guard. He's then going to redirect back underneath the center. As the guard is trying to tackle him, he's going to grab the knee of Dakereon Joyner and make a tackle. I mean, come on now. Beat the wide receiver. Rip underneath the tackle or guard. Work back underneath the center as you're being held by the guard now and make a tackle one-on-one in space against one of the better athletes on the South Carolina roster. I mean, I'm sorry, but this is outstanding. And I know it's a screen, but he beat 3 guys and made a play. That play should at least go for 10. At least go for 10. Now, it's good to see other Aggies rallying to the football, but that thing's at least going for 10 if he doesn't make that play. It ends up being a 3-yard gain. Superhuman effort. My goodness, Edgerrin Cooper. And I think the one thing that probably gets me the most is this. He rips outside to stay on the outside hip of the running back or the ball carrier, then realizes I'm a little too far, stops, works back inside the redirect, and then makes a tackle. Come on, man. That is ridiculous. So we just looked at Edgerrin Cooper, 2 straight plays. One as an overhang run fit player. The other one playing the screen basically by himself. Now, he's going to kind of show both of those right here. He is going to be right here. Again, kind of overhang depending on what they've got working here. So South Carolina pistol, going to throw quick tunnel screen right here out to Legette. So just take a look at the blocking out here. Just going to block up here, catch it, and kind of turn. Watch Cooper right here. Start inside with a little play fake. He's got to respect that. But as soon as Rattler pulls out for the screen, watch him redirect. And now he is on a beeline. That's 6'3", 227. In fact, Legette is bigger than Cooper is. But watch Cooper redirect and then beat those blockers, tackle for a loss for 2 yards. Man, this is incredible. Read the play action fake, go. Make a tackle. Beats everybody back to the ball. I mean, this is just incredible. I love watching Edgerrin Cooper for these reasons. Look how explosive he gets to the ball. These 3 guys don't have a chance. And that's their responsibility. You drew it up on the whiteboard. Hey, you guys block 45. You got no chance. Because that speed explosive's got him there. Nobody get a hand on him. He ends up making a tackle. Now, some of these guys would have been there to help, but he gets a TFL for 2 yards on a tunnel screen. Edgerrin Cooper making plays. We got one more. Let's go. Gotta love playmakers. Edgerrin Cooper is that. Again, we're back to the same look we've seen from A&M. Going to have a 4-man rush. Cooper is going to be the spy on Rattler, and they're just going to try and hit a little screen out here. I think it's a little screen. A little dump off to running back right there. And Cooper reads this, again, perfectly. Now, remember, his job is to spy on Spencer Rattler. And yet, spying on Rattler, it does help him get to this play. But he still reads it as soon as right about there is when he sees it. He's like, you know what? Rattler going to hold this ball. He's getting rid of it. And he gets his eyes on Dakereon Joyner. And then Cooper just runs him down. Whoa. I mean, look at him close. I mean, this is the way you saw Devin White close at LSU on ball carriers. You saw Devin Bush at Michigan close on ball carriers. Great linebackers. This is the way that they close. They eat up so much ground so quickly. I mean, this is Fred Warner-like stuff from Edgerrin Cooper. Look at him just run him down, force a fumble. Now I think they gave him a fumble on this. Probably, I don't know if he ever had it, but either way, playmakers get the ball out. But playmakers have to get there first. And Edgerrin Cooper gets there in a hurry. I'm telling you, if he's not linebacker 1, he's right there. I think he's going to end up being linebacker 1 for me. He's got a few more games this season to solidify that ranking. but I think there's a good chance Edgerrin Cooper ends up being linebacker 1 in the 2024 NFL Draft Harris 100. Thanks for watching.